Welcome back, everybody! Okay, so I haven't been making as many Flight Sim videos recently. Ultimately, I was excited about Flight Sim 2024's career mode until I played it, and I haven't had time to keep current in and competent with DCS. Admittedly, the C-130 and Chinook look awesome, but I haven't even turned on DCS in probably a year. These days, I've been looking for something I can pick up and play quickly, but that will still provide some challenge for me as a real pilot and former air traffic controller. Well, by golly, I found it! Bush 1022 is a $5 Steam game. You play a Bush pilot making deliveries in remote areas, and this thing might as well be named Ruinous Landing Challenge Simulator. Don't let the art style fool you. While the flight model here isn't as sweaty as DCS, it's not as hilarious as Flight Sim 2024. A competent understanding of aircraft performance, winds aloft and on the ground, and energy management are essential to performing even easy deliveries in Bush 1022. I played this on a live stream, and I'll link the longer video in the description below. You start with a bare-bones tail dragger with maybe 90 horsepower. As you complete deliveries, you earn cash based on your performance and can upgrade the plane. Even better, those upgrades actually make a difference. Reduce weight and drag, increase fuel efficiency. There are a number of upgrades and levels to those upgrades. Heck, the first few engine upgrades are basically must-haves when you're suddenly tasked with delivering 200 kilograms of cargo that definitely isn't something illegal to a small clearing on the side of a mountain at night. No big deal. Also, don't forget that after you drop off the Don't Ask, Don't Tell package, you then have to fly back out. Good luck. For anyone new to the channel, I'm sort of a physics nerd. Whether it was calculating the trajectory to accurately sling unguided bombs into enemy territory without technically violating the no-fly zone, or figuring out how to land a Cessna at the bottom of the Brazilian abyss, I'm always on the lookout for good physics in games. Bush 1022 nails it. The aircraft art model may look basic, but the aerodynamic forces acting on it aren't. You'll learn to both love and hate the flaps, particularly as your engine gets upgraded. Plus, using your rudder effectively in a crosswind might be the most important part of any tricky landing. This isn't the type of thing you fly with the HOTAS, but it's way more than I was expecting. If you aren't paying attention to the wind, there's simply no way you'll generate enough lift to make some of these deliveries, particularly with an unupgraded plane. You know, now that I think about it, I might do a hard mode run without buying any upgrades. It'll be like doing calculus with an abacus. No problem. If you've made it this far into the video, then the art style must not be a problem for you. That's good. It may look like a DOS game. By the way, you remember Scorched Earth? Scorched Earth was awesome, and so is this. Heck, I love this art style. It's something one person could do without having AI compile all the assets. It's chunky, blocky, imperfect. It has humanity. It's like a Picasso. And so much stuff these days just... I don't know, man. Stay tuned for my podcast series, NoDak on art and philosophy. Okay, so a simple-looking plane with good physics and upgrades seems pretty straightforward. Let me tell you about the heckin' weather. In addition to winds up to 40 knots on hard mode, Bush 1022 simulates precipitation, visibility, and even turbulence. Real talk here, I can't adequately describe the pit of your stomach dread that you get sometimes flying solo in real life in deteriorating weather. Particularly when it's deteriorating weather in mountainous terrain with an aircraft that hasn't seen instrument meteorological conditions since before Y2K. I don't know if the developer is a pilot, but I can't help but wonder if he's been in these situations too. More than a few times I've lost all ground reference, so I've been completely reliant on the instruments to maintain straight and level flight, which isn't easy thanks to the wind and turbulence. This is an area where the comparatively simple graphics really add something to the game. Furthermore, the visual style even lends itself well to the brief time after twilight. In certain areas, right after the sun goes down and it gets nice and dark, it can feel like the visibility is dropping when you're flying in real life, even in clear weather. You start to wonder if there are clouds or fog forming that weren't forecast. It can start to feel like the sky is closing in around you. Bush 1022 absolutely nails that feeling of the sky closing in, and frankly, that's probably thanks to the straightforward textures and art style. Either way, combine the terrifying weather with the physics, and longer deliveries require grit, guts, and keen fuel management. Need to fly heavy cargo that definitely isn't black market organs halfway across the map? Better keep an eye on your power, consider a fuel stop along the way, and hope the weather holds. Also, don't forget, each mission must be completed within a certain time frame. Good luck. Now, for the record, I play on hard mode. If the challenge I'm talking about isn't your thing, there are different difficulty levels and even something akin to a sandbox mode, so you can just fly around and enjoy the absolutely beautiful scenery. There's even a free demo to see if it's right for you. the dev is listening to the community and has been talking about future features I'm excited to play. At this point, this is my go-to game on the Steam Deck. No joke, I've had more fun with this than Flight Sim 2024 so far. I'll put a link to Bush 1022 on Steam in the pinned comment. Be sure to check out my stream and longer videos when you're bored sometime. Links in the description. Thanks for watching.